Been meaning to do a video about the turkeys for a while here. As you can see, the little turkey is growing up pretty well. Now it's getting its markings in. We can tell that it is going to be royal palm patterned. Now, I haven't confirmed this, but I've heard a story claiming that the royal palm pattern actually originated in a group of wild turkeys in Florida and was supposedly bred in. However, I think it's more likely that the mutation has occurred multiple times because, if I remember correctly, the Germans call this pattern Kratzweiler. Now, the one in front here is a blue slate, and he's actually younger than the royal palm, but as you can see, he is actually bigger bodied than the royal palm. Now, your royal palms, your blue slates, all of them are color mutations of a single wild species which is actually native to the Americas, and various native groups have used them as a food source. When Europeans came, they took the turkeys from the natives, brought them to Europe, started developing all these varieties. As is often the case, what happens is you get a small group of animals, or a small population, imported all around the same time. You're concentrating the gene pool, and of course you're going to have inbreeding and mutation, and humans being humans, when they see something that's unusual, they try to replicate it, which led to all different kinds of colors. There's actually a lot more colors out there than what people realize. Now, your royal palm, that isn't specifically a pattern, that isn't specifically just a color. It is also a pattern. So you can take and you have your regular royal palm, you can make blue palms, you can make a whole bunch of different varieties that are based off of this pattern. Your blue slate, you can add red genes to it and make some different colors too. Now, the common turkeys you get at the store, those are usually broad-breasted white, which is a commercially developed variety that is similar to our commercial broiler, and they have to artificially inseminate them because the toms get so big so fast. It makes it harder to breed them naturally. There are still naturally breeding varieties of whites and of bronzes. The wild pattern in domestic turkeys is referred to as bronze, and there's some mutations on that, such as I want to say it's blackwing bronze, which at a glimpse doesn't look that different, but it drastically changes certain aspects of the pattern. Now, as far as raising turkeys, they're not the most intelligent typically. They're kind of like peacocks in a way, but there's commercial feeds out there, your game bird starters and whatnot, for that. The thing is turkeys, they'll just destroy the vegetation in an enclosed area, as they've done with the pens I have them in. So they're better off either pastured or just free ranged, in my opinion, which is part of the reason why they're not as popular with people, because if you get an aggressive tom and he starts chasing the kids, then the next thing you know, your wife wants you to get rid of it. But there's a few diseases that turkeys can pick up that chickens can't, and vice versa. If I remember correctly, I want to say the original vaccine for Marek's disease was developed from turkeys because they can carry it, but it won't kill them. If I remember correctly, I might be thinking of a different disease though. So there's that. Being as how all these color varieties are simply color mutations of the wild species, they will interbreed with wild turkeys. And then that becomes a question of whether or not the occasional odd colored turkey that hunters encounter in the woods, you don't really know if it's a hybrid or if it was a naturally occurring mutation within that localized population. Obviously with white-tailed deer, that was without a doubt a naturally occurring mutation, and all the color mutations of turkeys had to occur naturally. It's just a question of, now that we have them domesticated, when you see someone shoot a white tom or a black tom out in the woods, is it another instance of mutation, or does that bird have some domestication in its ancestry? Now, the one thing I will say in my experience with turkeys is they have to have some kind of flock that they can bond with. The first turkeys we got was, might get loud here, they're fertilizing the field next to the farm here. But, yeah, the first turkey we had, I think we got a pair, but anyway, we ended up very quickly with just the tom. And since he was the only turkey on the farm, at first he didn't know what to do with himself. So then he grouped up with our guineas that we had running loose at the time. And the problem with that was, when we finally did get him a mate, he didn't want anything to do with her because he was too busy pretending he was a guinea. Pretty much all of your turkey breeds, the toms significantly outweigh the hens, so you want to be sure and have either somewhere where the hens can get away from the tom, or that you can separate the tom, so that he's not injuring the hens from continual breeding, or preferably that there's a large enough number of hens for him that he doesn't injure them while breeding. Also, another option, some people will run multiple toms. If you start running multiple toms, they're going to fight each other, so you got to be prepared for that. And if you're thinking about getting some turkeys, check into the different breeds that are out there, because there's different sizes, as I've alluded to, between our slate and our palm. There's also a variety that was developed for the commercial market called the midget white, and it's pretty critically endangered. What happened was, by the time they got it, I guess you could say, perfected, the market demands changed, and people weren't really cooking whole turkeys anymore. They were eating parts of turkeys, turkey breast, sliced turkey, turkey legs, that kind of thing. So it made more sense to raise the larger turkeys once again. But that midget white, that's a good choice if you only want a little bit of turkey meat or you're on limited space. I've seen a picture of a midget white hen standing next to a Jersey Giant hen chicken, and she wasn't much bigger than the chicken, to be honest. So take that into consideration. That blue slate tom, he's gonna end up being our Thanksgiving meal, so hopefully I can get him weighed when we dress him out. I won't be doing a video of the processing simply because I'm sure YouTube will flag it and take it down, and people will get all upset over it. One other random factoid about turkeys is occasionally there have been documentation of turkeys who were crested. This could range from just a little single feather to, you know, a crest about the same size as what you'd see on a toppy game chicken, which I'm sure is probably just some kind of a throwback to an ancient ancestor more than anything else. But the other random bit I could tell you is just because they have a beard, which the beard is those black stringy hair-like feathers on the chest. Just because they have that doesn't automatically mean that they're a male. Females can have them too, and actually you can have multiple beards on a single bird. Most of the heritage varieties of turkeys are fairly decent flyers and will mate naturally, but once you get into your broad-breasted varieties, they're not going to be as flighty, as active, and they're not going to be as easy to mate. Now you could put a heritage variety tom over some broad-breasted hens and hybridize it. That would work. There are videos out there that you can find showing how to artificially inseminate the birds if you want to go that route too. So anyhow, just trying to get some of these videos that I'd been promising for a while dealt with. So now we've covered a little bit on turkeys, and if you have some more questions, just put them in the comments. So thanks for watching.